Hello to you newcomers and welcome back subscribers. This is Big Baby Props. And I'm the big baby.
Cosplay is a form of expression, creativity, and a lot of fun. We get to do it here as a job at Galactic Armory, and we're incredibly grateful for it. But we're constantly asked a complex but simple question. What's it like to run a cosplay company, and how does it work? At its core, Galactic Armory is a cosplay company, and our mission has always been to do everything we can to make cosplay as easy and accessible as possible to anyone, regardless of skill level. And we're not just making the best cosplay files on the market that can be found on our Patreon. Today, we're making full builds, statues, tutorials, props, skits, and we're developing new ways to make cosplay even easier than ever before with projects like FORMFITTER and our new Pro Grade Visors. If this is the first video you've ever clicked on, you're seeing me on a set studio warehouse surrounded by a team of prop makers, engineers, and some very handsome film crew. With your help, we've been able to turn Galactic Armory into a successful cosplay company, cosplay hub. If you've been with me for a while, since the very beginning, you know that Galactic Armory didn't always look like this. In 2017, I bought my first CR10 printer to print lightsabers and fidget spinners. A couple more printers later, a couple location changes out of the basement into a warehouse, and now here we are. I was no longer a hobbyist, I was a business owner. And that means today, I spend most of my time in administration. This is where the magic happens. So Galactic Armory consists of a few different departments, but the high level of it is make 3D print files, show people what to do with those 3D print files, and make cosplay as accessible and easy to do for everyone. Let's start with files. And the funny thing is that we have a small team of file makers across all different specialties. Some are better at organic modeling, some are better at hard surface modeling, some are better at minis. We've got specialists for all different types of models. But they're not really in the building. And that kind of links back to the administration. Why I'm at the computer all day, I'm working with those guys on all the different models, making sure that they're accurate to the source images, making sure that they're nice and easy to print. We take all of our cosplay knowledge and put them into those models because we know what cosplayers hate, what makes a nice model, and what makes it easy to print. Now, if we really want to expand past our comfort zone, we want these props to move, have lights, or make sounds, that's where we go to engineering. Ron has made things like the Lancer, putting an actual chainsaw in a 3D printed prop, the Z6, the rotating minigun, even the Halo 3 flamethrower. Engineering has really pushed the boundaries of what we can do as artists to make things actually move, actually have special effects. For example, right now Ron is working on the Dead Space plasma cutter so that it lights up and rotates like it does in the game. Is it supposed to be doing that? No! All right, we're gonna move on from engineering. Anyway, as the boss, I keep things safe around here. And that means doing the administration, doing the human resources, the healthcare, the paperwork, the insurance of it all. And speaking of insurance, my office flooded a few weeks ago. This is not ideal. It was a whole debacle. We filmed all of it. Not much of it is suitable for a video like this that's more produced, but it's got tons of behind the scenes stuff we're putting in a new series called Vacc, Galactic Armory Crew.
Need a compilation of every single moan.
Take one, Marker.
I'm the breediest.
Well, I guess we get fans on it and heat guns, right?
Yeah.
What the hell just happened?
It's got all sorts of behind the scenes shenanigans of what it's actually like to work here on the day-to-day basis in less of a produced video format like this one. And it leads me into my next point of media. Modern businesses need media, and it's our next stop on the tour. So this is our media pit, part studio and part museum, where we get to show off our skills, expertise, and our new products. And it's also where we make movie magic. Higher. Behold, our stuff. That's cool. We have a problem. We have too many things to display and set up, so we have to be kind of picky and choosy. of what goes in long-term storage and what goes on the shelf, but that's a good problem in my opinion. Tyler keeps putting Gundam stuff all over. I'm still new to Gundam, but tells me this is a Zerg or a Zaku or something, I don't know. So this is our main set. This is what we've catered to have in the background of all of our videos. Still, lots more of our favorite builds like my Inspector, our 500 kilogram bomb. I don't know how the artillery witch helmet got on top of that. All of our favorites that are just behind us in videos. We also do like to sneak some Easter eggs back there for the watchful viewer, so be on the lookout for that. Media is the best way to connect with people, especially around cosplay and prop making. You can be the best cosplayer, the best prop maker out there, but if nobody actually sees your work, your business ain't gonna work. And I know a lot of people don't really like to do media, but you can do all sorts of different stuff. You can do long form informative, like this one kind of is. You can do short form, funny, memey, jokey skit stuff. We're constantly like battling attention spans versus information. That's the good part about having a team. The prop makers can focus on prop making, and the media people can focus on making good quality content that is both informative and entertaining. Conveying your message, conveying your quality is a very important aspect of the prop making and cosplay business. We spend a lot of time talking about things that aren't actually cosplay. That's the reality of it. Hey, Turtle. Before we get too far, I do actually want to talk about all the decor that we've got around here. One of the benefits of being a prop shop is that we are spoiled for choice for props, armor that we want to display. We got Sean Bradley ODST kit, my very first Clone Trooper cosplay. We've got our weapon wall over here. Most of these we've made. Some of them, like this battle rifle up here, actually came from the Halo TV show. Weaponry, props, a lot of things that look like weapons and look like real weapons. They are not, so please don't freak out if you see us carrying something like this, you know? Now, I think it's time we get to the fun side of the company, and that is prop making. I should warn you, because the warehouse is split right down the middle, we've kind of led to a territory war between the media people that we call meeple and the shop side people that we call shoppies. So it's a primary color versus primary color intensive battle, but let's get over there.
No. They have to stay over here. You can come in. They have to stay over here. We can't let them messing up our nice Bondo smell.
Finally, we're here, the prop shop. My favorite place. This is where we actually make all the stuff that you see in our videos. We've come a long way since doing this in my one-bedroom apartment where I lost my security deposit for sanding and painting inside. We've got a lot of fun tools around here that I think you makers will enjoy, so let's go check it out. Now, the first thing I want to highlight is flat space. A workshop can never have enough flat space, so we have all of these giant tables for all the giant projects that we work on. All of the ADHD we've crammed into here, you really need a lot of flat space. Yeah, you. I'm talking about you.
Are you allowed to say that?
We do still have a print farm. A lot of our process still starts with 3D printing. We'll 3D print molds or mold jackets or prototype, all sorts of different things on these printers. Definitely still have a print farm. It's more of a print garden now, however, so a little bit smaller. We do still have 6 H2S printers that we need to add to this print farm, do a little bit of rearranging. We also have a 1 meter by 1 meter by 2 meter printer on the way that's really gonna help with the statue making aspect. Doing really big, massive prints in one piece, it's gonna be great. And if you're wondering why the high flow PET G from Bamboo has always gone, well, that would be me. I won't say sorry. Yeah, no one's in here. Sanding is an incredibly messy process, as I learned in my first apartment. Having a dedicated space that is closed off to the outside world where we can get really sandy, really dusty, and really dirty in there keeps the rest of the shop really clean. We really want to try and minimize dust getting outside the shop because it messes up everything else. It sucks all the air through those big filters, all the dust particles through those filters. A giant filter on the top and filters the air back out into the shop, all clean. This is our dirty, yucky room. My favorite spot in the workshop is the twin to our sanding booth, the painting booth. Like the sanding booth, we want it to be as clean as possible so that we can use some more advanced paints, some urethane, some body fillers. This one, same filter setup as the other one. No, I can't show you that, don't look at that. Same filter setup as the other one, but it blasts all the air just straight outside. The range of available products that we can use, that we can test, and that we can play with, greatly expanded thanks to this painting booth. I love this thing so much. We do love sticker bombing all of our nice expensive tools. So we've got a little bit of everything even Phil Swift. So if you made the sticker wall, that means you're a good friend of the show. The large scale vacuum former. We can use it for all sorts of thermoforming, things like large visors, but also things like this. This is an ABS vacuum formed Helldiver chest plate. If I did that with a 3D print, it would shatter. We make the molds and we heat the plastic sheet up, pull it over the mold, and what you get is a very lightweight, easy to wear piece of armor that you don't have to sand. That really saves you guys a lot of time. The bucks for this started as a 3D print, so 3D printing is still definitely part of our process, but it's a much more enjoyable wearing experience as well. It's a lot more lightweight, easier to finish. It's just pretty much better in every way to a 3D print. We want to make a lot of different sets. We're starting with the Helldiver and the Halo 3 Marine after that. These are going to be coming to the shop and a lot more varieties coming real soon. Let me know if you guys want any vacuum form sets in the future in the comments. Now, in addition to vacuum forming, we also have our rotational casting machine. We do a lot of our helmets out of a nice durable resin. We upgraded to a cement mixer a few years ago, believe it or not. It worked, but it was very loud. This machine, however, it's a nice quiet hum that gets an even better finish because it's spinning on 2 different axes. Jamie, do you remember the cement mixer? We also do small visors over here. Here's all of our ODST Pro grade visors, for example, or what's left of them anyway. We have our dyeing station over here, where we take some of our smaller vacuum formed visors, dye them all sorts of different colors. You can see on the table, we got dozens here that just need packed up and shipped out. That's kind of what this whole section is devoted to. Packing up your orders, shipping them out to you as quickly as possible really helps supplement the workshop, the stuff that we do with your support. You guys watching this video, the small cosplayer that has a convention in the next month or so, have been our main clientele for years. We've done that so well that we actually picked up some larger clients, things like Trench Crusade or War Machine, and some that I can't even talk about right now. That helps fund things like the injection molding visors that need a lot of upfront costs before they can actually start. Things like all the costs for molding that Helldiver armor that we talked about, that takes weeks of printing, molding, sanding, and everything before we even get the first armor pull. Even though we're taking on larger clients, we all want that to feed back to the small consumer because that's who we are as individuals. It's, we're cosplayers too. That's who we are, that's who you guys are, and that's what it's all for. The thing that I think sets GA apart the most is that we ourselves are made up of cosplayers. People who actually wear the armor, go out to the conventions in the 90-degree heat, suffer through looking cool. Everyone here has their own cosplay experience. Like Sean has been vacuum forming armor for years before he even got here. Gotti was into LARPing, believe it or not. I give him a lot of flack for it. That's real nerd. We all have our own depth of experience through cosplay, and we take all that knowledge that we've learned throughout the years, we can apply it to a product that everyone likes. The thing that I think they all have in common is that they are eager to learn, eager to improve their craft, eager to try new things out. If it looks cool, they'll try it and they'll help teach others. We don't want to hoard knowledge here in the cosplay community because we can all benefit from the sharing of knowledge, of industry experience, of all these things. The funny thing about cosplay is that it used to be something you didn't really talk about. You didn't tell your coworkers that you cosplayed because you were worried they might think less of you. But now, cosplay has become a lot more destigmatized. So now, a company like Galactic Armory can actually exist. Cosplay is one of those things that's just a form of self-expression. It's totally normal for people to do it now and to talk about it as a hobby. You have cosplayers going on the set of The Mandalorian from the 501st, or Fallout, using fan costumes as part of their background characters, things like that. And now Galactic Armory has the chance to help push those lines even further to new innovations, new developments, all for the benefit of cosplay itself. What does the future look like for Galactic Armory? Well, I want to keep tackling cosplay's biggest problems. I want to be cosplay Costco. They aggressively price things in favor of their consumers, and they treat their staff very well in a space that, doesn't always. And we're able to work towards all of that thanks to support from you guys. Honestly, we couldn't do it without you. You're supporting us on Patreon or just joining the community. It helps us develop more things for the cosplayer. So, again, thank you all so much for your support. I'll see you in the next one.